T160 has an extremely robust yet simple 5-speed gearbox that can handle much more horsepower than the engine delivers. This particular machine was left standing for many years with contaminated oil. A number of the steel components sustained visible rust damage. All of the bearings in the 5th gear needed replacing as a result of this. When you heat metals they expand, and when you cool them they shrink. The centre crankcase casting is heated in the oven, and 2 new bearings are chilled in the freezer. After sufficient time, the casting is removed from the oven and the bearings removed from the freezer, ready for assembly. The 5th gear bearing falls right into place. Once they reach similar temperatures, they will be held firmly together with an interference fit. The 2nd bearing fits into a bore that has no shoulder to locate it. A special drift is used to insert it to the correct depth. After a few gentle taps with a hammer, it's in the required position. Having a blanked end, this 2nd bearing has now formed a plug to seal off the bore and stop oil from escaping. I'm using the Trident engine mount that is available from the website displayed on your screen. The output bearing retainer and oil seal is secured with 3 cheese head screws. The gear change cam plate is inserted into position, followed by the spring plunger that helps to keep each gear engaged during operation. The cam plate is rotated to the neutral position. A new 5th gear is inserted into the new output bearing. And the final drive sprocket is fitted to hold it in place. The securing nut is fitted temporarily for now. The lay shaft thrust washer has been inserted. A locating pin stops it from rotating during operation. The 4th gear and main shaft are then fitted through the 5th gear. The 5th gear selector is inserted with needle nose pliers. Grease has been applied liberally to the 2 contact surfaces to hold the selector in place during assembly. The lay shaft with 5th and 4th gears in place is now inserted. The lay shaft 3rd gear and its selector are installed onto the lay shaft. And the corresponding main shaft 3rd gear is then installed. The lay shaft 2nd gear is fitted, followed by the main shaft 1st and 2nd gear cluster. The lay shaft 1st gear is mated to its selector and then placed onto the lay shaft. A circlip holds this in place. The 1st gear engaging dog is last to go onto the lay shaft, and then the selector spindle is inserted into place. Place, the Selector Quadrant is now installed into the inner gearbox cover. Split pins are used to hold the spindle in place and to locate the quadrant in the correct position. A new gasket is fitted and the inner cover is slid into position. The selector fork is positioned so the top of the first tooth, that's the bottom of the second notch, is in line with the centre line between the gear change spindle and the main shaft. Screws are tightened to secure the inner cover in place. The kickstarter ratchet is now assembled onto the end of the main shaft. A thrust washer, sleeve, spring and pinion are fitted, followed by the ratchet itself. A tab washer is then fitted, and the nut that secures the entire ratchet assembly and main shaft is tightened. Then the tabs are bent over to ensure the nut stays in place. New selector springs are inserted into the gearbox outer cover. These return the gear lever to its central position after an upward or downward gear change. The two plungers are installed with their springs. Then the guide plate is introduced and secured with 4 nuts and washers. After fitting the kickstarter, the outer cover is fitted to the inner cover with a new gasket in place. The kickstarter is held lower than its normal resting position and then released once in place so it comes to rest against the internal stop. The fasteners are then tightened and the gear change crossover shaft is inserted and the link fitted and tightened in place. The cover is fitted and screws are tightened. To complete the gearbox assembly, the final drive sprocket nut is removed, the tab washer and O-ring are put in place and the nut is refitted and tensioned up. This simple tool secures the sprocket while the nut is tensioned. It works perfectly. The tab washer is crimped over to ensure the nut cannot come off during operation. Then finally, the neutral switch and the drain plug are fitted. The gearbox is now complete. Lubricant needs to be added and it's ready for many more years of reliable service.